And here we continue right where we left off, with Unterwegs in Düsterburg. Welcome back. Dankwart, you wanted to tell us of the second thing you thought of? In Königsberg there lives an old school friend and a treasured colleague of mine. Willem von Juen's an expert in the field of the occult. You should really go and see him. My name should be enough to open the doors for you and to be allowed to speak to him. Now first you must head to Gurglehurst. 5 miles to the west. There you have to buy some horses. I'll pay for those. Good luck, my friends. It hurts me to let you go, but this story must be brought to an end. We'll bring this fiend to justice. Doria will be avenged. Watch for yourselves and come back in one piece. Don't worry. We'll see each other again soon. Oh, one more thing. Malthur, I can understand your pain and bitterness about what happened to you that day. However, you should try to keep your feelings in check and maintain the right tone if you want to remain undetected. I'll try and keep that in mind. I think this scene is a little bit cut out from Daggerfall, like the base idea of the writing. But yeah, in the Kaiserreich, we're heading to Königsberg. An entire new town, and you thought the game would be over by now. Yeah, there we have arrived. Chapter 5, The Day Without a Name. Well, just the day without name. Königsberg, the gateway to the world. It's been a long time since I was last here. Horses are not allowed within the city walls. But there are stables for rent outside the city. The owner is a rich man. And so we have arrived in Königsberg. And we'll do a little cut here. Just for the convenience sake, right? And there we go. So I hope that the cut with the music was not too severe. Let's talk to this guy here. Welcome to Königsberg. Don't play around too much with your swords and we'll get along wonderfully. Don't worry. We won't cause any trouble. That's unusual coming from you, dear. No, please don't give the gatekeeper the wrong idea, please. Relax. I get the point. Your girlfriend, I assume? Strictly speaking, we are married. At least I think we are, but I still have to get used to the idea myself. Probably drank too much and then got dragged to the altar, huh? I've heard dozens of those stories. Watch it now, dear. Who are you? My name is Rondrian, and I've been captain of the gate guard for years. My men and I make sure that no dark creatures enter. What kind of dark creatures? Say, where have you been living for the last 20 years? Do you know nothing of Düsterburg and its terrible ruler? Please don't start with your stories now, darling. We have to go to the Baron. No worries. I know that we're in a hurry. Tell us about the city. Königsberg is a peaceful city. If it weren't for the threat from the east, our work would probably be obsolete. But that is probably of little interest for travelers such as you. Check out Mina's Tavern at night. His pick-me-up special is notorious far beyond the borders of Königsberg. Anything out of the ordinary? Last night, one of my guards was attacked here at the gate. He was muttering something about the black carriage. Can we talk to him? He didn't make it through the night. Okay, so we know that Wahnfried is definitely here. We gotta find out where. One of our first steps should probably go to find this von Junst character. That was mentioned before. What's up with you?
Oh, you in town? May I introduce myself? I'm Grizzly, son of Grizzly.
My name's Grandy.
You're dressed for war, Mr. Grandy, and that despite the long summer that plagues us with humid nights this October.
Well, you don't look like you're hot either.
Make no mistake about it, Mr. Grandy. A real dwarf never takes off his armor, no matter how much he sweats.
Tell me about yourself.
I ended up here rather by chance. I was looking for a bride, and met a charming dwarf girl here. So I bought a house and got a job as a gatekeeper at the Flying Fish. For this maiden, I would have turned my back on the caverns of my home, Drowerdale, forever. But it was not meant to be.
Did she leave you?
What are you thinking, fair lady? Our love was as strong as the foundations of the earth. She heard from some simpleton that years ago there was an accident in the harbor basin involving several gold-laden galleons. And as that befits a dwarf, she decided to dive for these treasures. However, it would have been better for her to take off her chainmail before this undertaking.
What a dreadful story. Can I help you?
Because of the heat, you mean? Unfortunately, there's little we can do. Regrettably, it is forbidden to serve beer before sunset. If a dwarf ruler were to pass such a law, his reign would be over within hours.
No problem for me. As it happens, I still have a jug of genuine Düsterburg brown ale with me.
You're pulling my leg.
Not at all. Here, have a sip.
Bah! Stale and warm as piss, but better than no beer at all. And thanks, Mr. Grandy, you've made my day. Why don't you come to Flying Fish in the evening? I will let you through to the fist fights. I'm sure you will have fun.
Thank you. I will gladly accept that offer. So now we have access to secret fist fights. But he's blocking our way perfectly. This is the guardhouse. Who are you? I hope you've got a good reason to disturb Raven Crowswing in his work. What work? You're really trying hard to be funny, aren't you? You better watch out who you're going head to head with. Being the commanding officer of the Königsberg is grueling and challenging work. But a vagabond such as you probably doesn't even know the meaning of the word grueling and challenging. I'm Grandy. Fine. Know what? Could be, of course, make an entry of you in my grand book of annoyances. But I'm not in the mood right now, and I've got no time either. Well, we need your help. Speak. We're tracking a vampire named Wahnfried. He's hiding here in Königsberg. What are we talking about? The Wahnfried?
The Black Duke of Düsterburg?
Yeah, that one exactly. We chased him off, and now he's trying to flee his land. We can't allow that to happen. If you were planning on impressing me, you've successfully done so. Never before in my life have I had to deal with storytellers and shows of your magnitude. Ah, so he's not believing us. The typical guard issue. So... we gotta close off the port, definitely. So that he's stuck in here. First, let's check on Junst. Oh, this house happens to be here. Nobody seems to be home. Maybe we can come back later, after we've seen the Barons, for example. Yeah. To find out where the Baron's castle is located. Maybe up here. Oh yeah. Greetings, travelers. I'm Captain Draconis. The day is drawing to a close, and we were just about to close the gate. Oh, we are sorry, Captain. But we need to see the Baron urgently. Oh, the Baron doesn't usually receive guests at this time of day. What is it about? Well, I don't quite know. Relax, Grandy. Fortunately, the times when we had to keep everything secret are over. Right, I just kinda get used to it.
Keeping secrets? Would you mind explaining what your companion is talking about?
We have just come from Düsterburg. We have helped Duke Dankwart to reclaim his throne. However, the Black Duke Wahnfried has slipped through our fingers. We suspect that he is currently hiding in your city.
If what you say is true, Baron Davidoff will surely receive you at once.
Where can we find the Baron?
Right here in the main building. Simply present your request to his advisor Grimoire. He will then take care of everything.
Wonderful. Now, that is a pretty castle. Not as gloomy and gothic as the others. I'm Grimoire Snaketongue, advisor to Baron Zeron Davidoff von Schöppelbrunn. State your business. My name's Grandy. We're traveling on behalf of Duke Dankwart and wish to speak to Baron Davidoff. Duke Dankwart? Don't lie to me, lad. The Duke's dead.
He's not.
He has retaken his throne and sent us here with an important message to your master. But that can't be. Wait here. Although I deem your claim to be rather unlikely, I will tell the Baron about you. Come back tomorrow at noon, then a decision will have been made about your request.
Tomorrow?
But it's urgent besides, we are on the Duke's behalf. The Baron is obliged to obey him. Not at all. According to Imperial Edict, Baron Davidoff is subject exclusively to the orders of the Emperor himself.
Huh? Since when?
Since Usurper Wahnfried of Darkbarrow took power. Of Düsterburg. Now it's called Darkbarrow. How many times do I have to repeat this? Wahnfried is deposed. Now the old Duke is on its throne again. It has yet to be verified. Fine, we'll see you tomorrow. If we beat him up, we get arrested and lose. I don't believe it. Why does there always have to be a watchdog in front of every guy we have to talk to? That was quick.
How did it go?
It went nowhere. Snaketongue refused to notify the Baron.
Really? Is he out of his mind?
Such news has to be forwarded to the Baron immediately. Fortunately, they won't let you see the Baron without Grimoire's recommendation. Snake has him twisted around his finger. But we absolutely must get to the Baron. Wahnfried has a little child in his clutches.
A child?
Our daughter.
That does it. I will help you, even if it costs me my position.
But what to do? The Snaketongue refused to listen to reason. I find it striking that he is so opposed to all common sense, and I hardly think the Baron would appoint a fool as advisor.
What do you mean?
I think Grimoire was instructed to turn us away.
By Wahnfried?
By whom else? It might be difficult to prove that conclusively. He will hardly have done it out of pure courtesy. Perhaps we can find a clue in his private chambers. You're talking about breaking and entering, right? Well, that would certainly cost me my position. If you do not help us, you'll become a henchman of the bloodsucker yourself. You have a sharp tongue, sir. But you're right. I will lead you to Grimoire's chambers. Now he's turning more British. We had to get back to the main building. From there, we can get to the quarters. We have to go through the corridor on the right. Stop it there. Out of the way, Königsberg. They are with me. Here we are. I suggest you go inside and look for clues. I'll keep watch out here. We are deeply in your debt. My pleasure. I could never stand that snake, but hurry up now. So first we gotta save. Of course, this is timed. The harness looks good, but rather worthless in practice. Hey, there's a key in one of the pockets. No, we can't pick that lock, so here, open that chest. Lots of gold. Had no idea that a position like that brings in so much money. I would put it in our money, in our pocket. Hold on. There's a key between the coins. What was that noise? Someone's coming. Evening, Draconis. Well, you almost have duty for today too, eh? Sir Snake Tongue, I need to talk to you for a moment. Can't that wait till tomorrow? I had a long day, I'm tired. No, unfortunately, it's really urgent. What is it? Well, the shifts of the watch in the coming days. The shifts? What do you have to do with your shifts? Hey, there's a letter in there. What does it say? Grimoire, now it is time to remember your obligations to me. For years you have been feasting on my gold. Now we pay your debt. In the coming days some people will come, wishing to speak to the Baron about me. You have to prevent them from seeing the Baron at all costs. Disappoint me and you'll feel my wrath. Wahnfried. P.S. Enclosed is the final payment for your services. Why don't you report your obscure request to the Baron tomorrow? For my part, I don't want to hear any more about it. As you wish. What the hell are you doing in my chambers? Your behavior earlier seemed a little bit odd to us. We took the liberty of having a look around. Have you fallen prey to madness, or have you thrown into the deepest dungeon? Well, for the guards then. I'm sure we'll be interested in this letter we found in their belongings. Did somebody call the guards? Captain Draconis, you might have come You've come at just the right moment to arrest this traitor. He's in league with Wahnfried. This is preposterous. You can't prove any of that. What? A sealed letter from the Dark Duke isn't proof enough? I've heard enough. Grimoire, I hereby arresting you under suspicion of high treason. My liege, these are Grandy and his companions. They have come to us on behalf of Duke Dankwart and request your audience. I am delighted beyond measure to hear that my old friend Dankwart is still alive and in office again. I'll hear you out, Mr. Grandy. Don't worry. But before that, I would like to have a few words with my advisor. There he is. The man who's betraying you for years. The one who sold his lord and his soul to the Dark Duke. When he was able to secure a letter from Duke Wahnfried in Grimoire's quarters. It proves that Grimoire had been in his pay before. Grimoire, what do you have to say to these accusations? This is a conspiracy. Your worshipfulness. Don't trust these people. Perhaps they themselves are acting on behalf of Duke Wahnfried? I don't think so, Grimoire. Captain Draconis handed me a letter of recommendation, signed by Duke Dankwart himself.
and I know his handwriting like my own. And it is useless to try to convince you. You don't believe me after all. You will remember my warning when the Dark Duke sinks his teeth into your neck. Captain, get the snake out of my sight.
Please wait for a moment, Your Highness. We would like to question the traitor further.
You're welcome to do so, Mr. Grandy.
But first I would like you to tell me the exact reason for your being here.
The captain has already told me what you reported to him, but I still don't know how it can help you.
Of course, Eminence. We fear that Wahnfried is planning to leave the country on a ship. This must be prevented at all cost. That's why we wanted to ask you to stop shipping traffic. For the time being.
Speak of an embargo?
Are you aware that Königsberg is a trade center?
We are dependent on maritime trade.
I understand that, of course, Your Highness, but it wouldn't be for long, just until we found Wahnfried.
Alright, Mr. Grandy, I can give you 4 days. After that, the merchants will probably drag me to the gallows themselves.
Thank you, Your Worship. We'll make haste.
Captain, take a few men and go to the harbor immediately. At all costs, prevent even a single ship from leaving.
Yes, my liege.
Now, you can interrogate Grimoire.
Well, Grimoire, now listen carefully.
Who delivered the letter to you?
You'd like to know that, wouldn't you? Well, I remain silent on that matter. Where's Wahnfried? Find him yourself.
Tell us everything.
Everything? No thanks. I would like to have a nap now, even if it's on a cot in a dungeon. If I started confessing everything now, I wouldn't even be finished by tomorrow morning. Dankwart, why didn't you accompany us? I just don't get these things.
Ah.
Say, Arturo, doesn't this fall into your department? I mean, you could do that trick with that mindy thing, can't you?
A trick, as you call it, means unspeakable pain for the victim, and is also quite unpleasant for me. It is time and again deeply depressing to learn what pathetic thoughts people stuff their mind with.
We have no choice here. We can't be concerned about whether the experience is pleasant for you or not. We need this information. Yes, you're right, I apologize. My reaction was not appropriate to the seriousness of the situation. I'm giving you one last opportunity to provide us with the information we need. Otherwise, I'll have to subject the two of us to a rather unpleasant procedure. Do I look like I want to tell you something? Oh, you probably can't see that. You seem to have found something in your eyes.
What is he doing?
He merges his spirit with that of Grimoire.
Does that hurt?
Well?
He did not know where the whereabouts of Wahnfried either. Is he dead?
Yes, Your Serene Highness. He did not survive. He resisted me with all his might. Somewhere inside him there was still a spark of loyalty. Sadly, towards the wrong side. Anything else? No. Did you perhaps get anything out of him about Wahnfried's henchmen?
Only little.
The letter was delivered to him by a woman he apparently fiercely desired. Only I cannot describe her, because her image has merged in his imagination with all kinds of figures of his filthy imagination. This was all for nothing then? Well, we saved the executioner some work. One more thing, Grandy. A baron is normally addressed as Serene Highness, not as Eminence. Oh, thanks for the instructions. Not with Massa or even Grand Mufti. Thanks, I think I got it. How can I help you? Any rumors circling about? Well, rumors successfully kept me away from the outside world for a long time. So I must confess to not being completely up to date. However, you may know that Wahnfried already haunted the city 20 years ago. And at the time, he lived in a grand mansion, Darkbarrow. West of the harbor, you'll find the hamlet of Clipping. From there, a staircase leads up to Darkbarrow. What can you recommend? Your companion seems to be very well versed in the arts of magic. I would advise you to take a look at the Mage Academy. It is also located here in the castle, a relic from long forgotten times when mages were still needed for defense. In addition, there are of course countless traders here who sell goods that can't be found anywhere else. And tell me about your city. After Duke Dankwart disappeared 20 years ago, Königsberg was declared an imperial city by Emperor Kuno. This eliminated a number of obligations which benefited trade. Within a few years, Königsberg developed into one of the most up-and-coming trading cities in the known world. As far as the sciences are concerned, we have been fired with our academies for years anyway. This combination led to a number of the most groundbreaking inventions of recent years having their beginnings here in Königsberg. Take the Königsberg cuckoo clock, for example, of which we are justifiably proud. Just 15 years ago, it would have been unthinkable to build such a tiny clockwork. Until then, clocks were only found in church towers. Funnily enough, it is actually an impressive thing what these smaller clocks did. This miniaturization of clockwork is something that was an actual innovation. Okay, so now we know that there's Darkbarrow and this Mage Academy, and this is something that we need to do. Howdy folks, I'm Notorious and I've been put on gate duty this week here at the Academy. What can I do for you? We want to learn. Unfortunately you're a little late. The deadlines for the semester passed fortnight ago. Are there no exceptions? I'm not a beginner anymore either, I just want to expand my knowledge. Well, for the advanced there are so-called cash courses in individual disciplines. The admission fee is 500 thalers. Alright, very nice. Please pay all the other fees directly to your teachers. Further fees? Wasn't it enough already? Well, obviously we'll be paying extra for every spell. The professors want to make a living too. Oh yeah, the fun about academia that demands money. Here's life magic. Have a nice day, young people. I'm Natalie Nutterbeck, Magister of the Green Thumb. How can I help you? What's the Green Thumb? The Green Thumb is an order of magicians committed to harnessing the power of nature for the benefit of mankind. Nature gives birth to life and shapes it. We borrow some of its inexhaustible power and use it for our spells. In this way, we can achieve a healing effect that orthodox medicine can only dream of. We want to learn. You want to join the Order of Healers? That's a laudable goal, my children. Yeah, we're going to heal all. I wish you a long life and peace. Because, yeah, we will need Libra to heal us in the future. 320 HP for every party member is really strong. We could also learn white magic, but nah. Our other spells are strong enough. Let's go to the port. I know there's something we should do here. Oh, there's another dwarf.
Hi folks. First time in Königsberg.
We just arrived recently. Aren't dwarves afraid of water?
You've got it all wrong, man. Even the little dwarflings love to splash around in the sea, streams and rivers, but there's one thing we don't like at all.
What's that?
To drink this stuff. Ugh. I much prefer a sip of freshly tapped dwarf beer. By the way, it is also an excellent substitute for mother's milk.
Okay. Who are you?
I'm Minos, humble inventor of the Minos Pick-Me-Up Special.
Sounds interesting, Mr. Minos. Is this some kind of special smelling salt?
Actually, it has rather opposite effect. Perhaps I should rethink the name. If you want to try it, come visit me after sunset in my tavern.
As soon as we got the time, we'll take a look. The madness. Madness is coming. It rides ahead of the Lord. Liduna will be faithful, yeah. Faithful. The Lord will reward him. What are you talking about, man? Are you in your right mind?
Save your breath, Grandy.
This man has been inflicted with imbecility by the Dark God. What do you mean? I've seen this many times. Some people hope that a pact with the Dark God will give them the gifts of seeing into the future. However, people tend to lose their sanity with that knowledge. This is another example of how the Dark God treats his followers. The day without a name is coming, and every being will be named anew. What is he rambling about now? The day without a name. The followers of the Dark God believe that this is the day that follows the night in which he made his way into our sphere. Which the Dark God made his way into our sphere? That ain't good. Let's talk to Mia. Oh! You wait! I see you and I. You look big thing than super special, are you right? Huh? You want to sell something special, dear? Here at Make It Mimedi, you get what you want. Nothing impossibilities. Mimedi make for you what you wish. What do you do? Oh, I only most exquisite thing according to your very personal wish. Nothing is like another. All is unique in world. Yes, but what exactly? Weapons, armor, magic, war machines? Oh no, such terrible thing. I'm artist, not butcher. And what will that cost me? That depends on parts to work on. You have to pay it all yourself. Also 1000 thaler for every part that put together. I want to order something. I've heard that there are lots of treasures to be found in the harbor basin. Can you build me something that will enable me to recover the gold? Nothing impossible for Make It Mimedi. You will give me time and I give you offer. You come back and say 1 hour? But of course. Yeah, so we're gonna build ourselves a diving suit. So, what we need next is parts for the diving suit. It's one of those quests that you can easily miss, simply because of the long time requirement for him to finish this entire thing. Let's see. Welcome, travelers, to my humble shop of herbs and tinctures. I am Melissa. A good day to you, madam. What herbs do you offer for sale? My wares are all of a magical nature. I studied for many years at the Mage Academy. My petitions are all homebrewed, and some of them you won't find anywhere else in the world. We'd like to shop. So, Gift of the Gods is very powerful. I mean, Death of Healing turn 2. Thanks for looking? Yeah, I don't need anything. Nothing of that sort which she offers. We are here again. This would lead upwards. There should be a pathway to another part of town. First, gonna buy some stuff here.
You newbie must. Shiva not know you.
I'm Grandy.
Grandy? Is weird name. You come from far away, Shiva, right?
Not really. My friends and I are from Düsterburg. We're fighting against the darkness.
Ah, then you come to right place. Shiva has useful items for a hero like you.
What can we buy here?
Ah, Shiva have many valuable talisman for every situation. A hero needs good, strong talisman when fighting against evil. And other things from far countries. Many things that you not find in other stores.
The globe we will need? A globe, heresy from Sarabia. We could buy a tea set. Oh well, the pipe. The other stuff we don't really need right now.
Nice deal you made.
Any secret tips?
You must visit my friend Make It Mimidi. His store, very east of port, is a great builder. You tell him Shiva sent you, he doesn't have time for you.
And to clipping. Plus here's a tailor. Finally some folks who are interested in my goods. What do you have to offer? Magic paraphernalia, my friend, and of the kind you rarely see. Ever thought this might be the wrong neighborhood for a shop like yours? Of course, unfortunately the guy who sold me this dump has vanished. What do you have to offer? I succeeded in binding magical energies in such a way that they can also be used by the uninitiated. I am not talking about healing spells or anything like that, but straight up combat magic. I bind the spells in enchanted vessels, so-called spheres, a process that is quite elaborate and very risky. Therefore, my products are not quite cheap, but please check them out anyway. I urgently need a few bucks so that I can afford to open a shop in Altenberg or at the harbor. And we don't need any of those though. Well, we could buy 2 of the white magic ones. Excellent choice. Come back anytime. Nah, he's not the person that has the stuff to sell that I want. Nothing going up here. Nothing. Nothing yet. So, good day to you, sir. Have a look at my fruits. I'm sorry, madam, but I'm already taken. Honey, you should get a sturdier helmet. She means the stuff she has for hanging in her displays. I know, but those are already old and wrinkly. I'm talking about the apples and pears. Oh, that kind of fruit. Yeah. Do you also have bananas? Unfortunately, they are sold out, just like the pineapples. We have no bananas.
Well, sir, how about a fish? Freshly caught and makes a man sharp.
Sounds like an investment for you, honey. I think I got the joke by now, Libra. You don't need to keep repeating it. How much does such a magnificent specimen cost?
Just $5.
I will have fun. So, what are you going to do with this slippery critter? I'm sure we'll find some use for it. And we'll go to Altenberg. Because I think there should be a store that sells us the stuff that we need. It's the post office. Over here is just another house. Because it's getting night. It's getting late. slow the dark time. So here. Good day to you. Here you'll find everything for a well-functioning household. So, let's buy... yeah, lockpicks for a well-functioning household, right? Yeah, a hammer. A wax jacket, let's buy another one. Plate head. And plate coat. Thank you. Now let's go back. To the good old harbor. But I could also be that as long as we haven't talked to von Junst, the time doesn't progress, so we might have more time to do stuff. I'm not 100% sure though. Well, did you think of something? Ah, you just got my right, friend. I'll make you a nice suit that fully tighten that no water come in. Sounds good. When can I come to get it? Ah, that's not so easy. I need to stuff to make thing. You have to bring me stuff. What do you need? Ah, we need one big round hollow thing for head and lots of waterproof stuff for wrist. And we have this little weird thing. I'm not even sure what I bought it for. Ah, that is globe. Wonderful thing with Sarabea. You will learn too. We have this rain jacket here. It seems to be somewhat waterproof. Ah, that's not very exquisite, me, right? It is mass produced? No worry, my lady will work with it. Just be not enough. I had to buy a second jacket of same. What a coincidence. We bought two of them at once. Here, have the other one as well. Ah, very smart that is. With these, maybe you have enough fabric for big suit. You can come back in an hour or so, then you can pick up your new suit. Great. So just need to go around a bit more, and then you can pick it up. Can we be of assistance? I can't believe it. You're the third coming up with this today. Beg your pardon? No, I don't feel unwell. No, I'm not draconian. Oh, I'm no harpy either. No, these aren't my feet. Not your feet? These are claw sandals. The latest trend from Serbia. My entire look is meticulously set to the current Serbian trends. And what do you call this outfit? Dragon fashion. You might be looking me funny now, you hicks. But 1 year from now, everybody will be copying me. If you say so. And... Ah, customer. Do you want to buy my blade? Maybe. Show it to me. Here. That looks rusty and scratched. But oh well, how about $5? $5? For that I don't serve you even half an hour. I didn't need a servant. I thought this was about your blade. This is a katana. I don't care what you name that thing. I don't want it. Grandy. If I understand this gentleman correctly, he wants to offer us his services as a swordsman, not his katana. Is that so? Why didn't he say that outright? Who are you? My name is Kahana. I answer the call of the sword. I serve anyone who pays me and love to disregard the pleading of my enemies. Sounds fun. Do you have any hobbies? Hobbies? Splitting skulls, slitting bellies, chipping off arms, quartering, torturing, desecrating. Thank you. Too much information. Are you new here? My path has led across endless steppes to this pearl of the North Sea. I have conquered highwaymen, wolves and penguins on my journey and drunk their blood. I don't believe you got my question. I don't care what you use as a sustenance. I want to know when you got here. Restlessly I roam the alleys of this mighty city, always on the lookout for people in distress, with enough gold to reward me. I want to know the day of your arrival. 2 days ago. Tell me about your profession. I follow the code of the warrior. Only a few people have the inner strength and physical power to follow this path. That sounds interesting. What do you have to do in order to become one of those warrior code guys?
Answer the following question. What is the best thing in a man's life?
The hunt, the fight.
Fight. To chase the enemy, to confront and destroy them, to spit on corpses and hear the lamentation of the woman.
I didn't know you had a fondness of these things.
The answer is correct. Take your belongings and travel north to the Monastery of the Seven Winds. The monks there will take you under their wing and teach you the warrior's code.
I'll take a look if I get a chance. But for now, thanks for watching this episode and see you in the next one. Bye bye.